I know that at one time you've ever visited Mombasa, Kenya, and really stranded on what best of dealership you should consider visiting for purchase of either locally used vehicles or foreign used vehicles. So today we've got you covered. So this is an extensive piece of land. We'd have it for more than 3 acres piece of land, extensive with more than 3,000 vehicles. So I'll be walking you through the entire dealership as we will have a little chat about the dealership and the offers that they've got. So from this phase, we've got foreign used vehicles, mileage slightly below and slightly above 100,000 kilometers in mileage, and the price at that fair, the pricing 1.3 million, slightly negotiable for this case. So by slightly negotiable, I'm referring to it getting to 1.2 million Kenyan shillings if you visit in person, except for this match that sells for 950. At the same time, a way much negotiable. I'll be getting to this shortly as I have you an extensive walk through the farthest end. To the farthest end, we've got repossessed vehicles at very good pricing. So I've mentioned this. So to be specific, this is selling for 1.650 for this Nissan X-Trail, the best of offers you can ever find. Similarly to this, then let me now take you through the rest of the dealership. So these are more of salvaged. They've possibly undergone accidents and perhaps waiting to be auctioned. All these are salvaged. So from here, just as I mentioned how organized the dealership is, we've got an amazing Sienta here. So these are best of family vehicles now at good pricing, these units. So this is a Sienta, Toyota Sienta 2019 model. So for the 2019 model, in cash, if you'd have it, remember they accept both hire purchase basis and cash basis. So if you're interested in hire purchase or other cash, if you're interested in cash, come with 1.850, 1,850,000 Kenyan shillings in this regard. Then all these are selling at similar ranging pricing of 2.6 million for the Voxy, for the Noah, similar ranging pricing. So if you have a family, if you're looking for a family vehicle, so this is 7-seater, extensive father seats from the rear. So other than going for a Vitz, if you are a family man or family woman, you'd rather go for this Sienta. If you've got a little more cash, come for Toyota Noah or a Toyota Voxy, selling at similar. All these are selling at similar pricing, 2.6 million Kenyan shillings. So the only advantage is that these are a little more advanced, rather pertaining to the safety features, the space, and further refined features. So there's always a debate between buying this and that. So depending on your preference, we'd prefer. So there's next yet another Noah here, so 2.6, highly negotiable in that respect. So we've still got more vehicles coming in. So good for, so this is good for tourism business. So if you are an enthusiast in the world tourism, then this could be Costa. This could be a good unit for you. Lots more still for the Pro Boxes, and we've got Mazdas over here. We've got still amazing products, of course. So I'll be having a walk to. So stay Fielder for the Fielder. Anything from 1.7 with the annual Toyota Fielder. Remember, this is the best time to consider making purchase of vehicles. In respect we are referring to Kenya, this is the best time to consider visiting for a purchase of a vehicle. For what reason? So before the next month, so remember, according to the financial year plans, 2025 financial year, that is by the comments of next month, there is high likelihood that the car pricing shall hike due to the prevailing changes in the Kenya Revenue Authority's determination of custom charges. So this is currently being based on the current retail selling prices. Still more amazing products over here. 1.7, anything from 1.7. If we've got 1.3, you can come for this amazing Mazda. Right here, all these, the two selling for 1.3, 1.7 million cash shilling for the Fielder. So as I was saying, for the Demio, Mazda Demio, this is the best time to consider making purchase, since we are at a time where we are not certain about what we anticipate for car pricing that is come July. And in respect, we're referring to the custom charges. So the speculations, if we will work with the prevailing proposed current retail selling prices, we're likely to experience increased pricing to most of these units, especially units that are presently selling below 4 million Kenya shillings. They are likely to be hyped. For the case of this is presently selling for 1.4 million Kenya shillings. So by comments of July, however, there's high likelihood that the tax shall be hyped for this case, or for the Honda Fit, to more than, will be selling it for more than 2 million Kenya shillings due to increased tax. So as we walk along, I'll try to explain to the best of my knowledge, my understanding of the current retail selling prices. So these are selling for the Hilux, anything from 5.3 would earn you any of this, negotiable in this regard, remember. So very clean, 3 units of them. So previously there were at least 7, though I've noticed reduction in the number. So the sale, that is just a gesture that the dealership is greatly having reduction in pricing, rather reduction in stock, due to perhaps the best of pricing that they are offering. So let us walk along as so we are now moving. Okay, remember, to the farthest face we've got 2 vehicles that are repossessed with good pricing, so you don't have to miss that. You don't want to miss that. So we've got lots more still coming in. I've given you pricing to this, and suppose you're interested in, you're finding it hard to decide on whether to buy a Succeed or a Toyota Probox, then I've got you covered. Okay, there's not much of difference between the two vehicles, except for a few. Okay, the pricing are the same. So personally, let us just have it for whichever Probox or Succeed it will best serve you. We've got a Juke here. For the Juke, anything from 2 million. A Honda Fit, 1.4 million Kenya shillings for the Fit. Extensive again. Nissan Note, we've got still 1.3. So remember, Nissan Note, Honda Fit, and which other vehicle? Mazda Demio, always selling at almost similar pricing. So next year we've got still lots of fillers. Remember, the fillers have been discontinued as at now. So by discontinuation, we're referring to cessation in production of fillers. That is, we won't be having any fillers produced by Toyota from the year 2025 moving forward. However, you can notice that we're still having much of the fillers being imported from most of the dealerships due to its reliability and customer satisfaction with the fillers. 1.7 again for any. Right here, what do we have? We've got Atenza, anything from 2.3 would earn you. So this is now the phase where we're having products between 2 million Kenya shillings to 2.7. So as for the case of Atenza CX3, so we've got a CX3 here, yet another Atenza. Amazing, clean, sleeky design for these units. So just to have you the best capture, so that I'm not blamed of being on a hurry. We've got a Mazda 3, very rare to find for the Mazda 3, similar pricing range. Then we've got a Sienta here, So I've mentioned the Sientas pricing. Anything from 1.85 would earn you any of this. A Daisy, if you've got a girlfriend, Daisy, the best reward you can have for a girlfriend named Daisy is the Nissan Daisy, only for 750,000 Kenyan shillings, and your Daisy will be driving all through in this Nissan Daisy. So as we now walk along, let us now shift the topic. In our previous video, we had talked about the documents that you should consider before purchasing a used vehicle. And just to have you a recap on the very documents, we talked of the export certificate being amongst the documents. So remember, export certificate is basically essential in determining the mileage of the vehicles and the finer details to the vehicle prior to their importation to Kenya. So the export certificate serves as a logbook, and with that you can ascertain the mileage of the vehicle. You can always compare it vis-a-vis the odometer of the vehicle. So that is one of the first documents that we should consider asking for. And if you've got to ask for yet another, then you ask